GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run now for Kyron Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around.
This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy from the gun. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Williams going to get it again on second down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 48-yard.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A handoff left, McCaffrey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play action, now Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's got his target. That's complete.
And some room to roam now. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This 2nd and 4.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into to the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Rams 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
Touchdown, 49ers! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 13.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Purdy looking to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On play action, they'll throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. 22 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go play action here on first down.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Purdy off the play fake.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
24. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw again.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
Well, this game...
Yeah. I was bad in school, now I'm trying to dodge a Senate. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You want to boss